level. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going to excuse the verbiage that I use and the way that I delivered my delivery to oh boy, man. You know what I mean? But what I will do is show you how the universe and things works. Hold on, let these jets go by. I'm over here in the Eagle Traces, man, and that's all they do is fly these what jets. These jets be, man, loud, like super loud. Let them go over here, man. I stay over here in the Eagle. Well, out here in North Las Vegas, there's some apartments called the Eagle Trades. There's some real decent apartments. Gated community for those who don't know. You just can't come in here and you know what I mean. JG, what's the dinner there? My Kim folks was popping, my player partner. Yeah, but the Eagle Traces, man, real nice apartments and whatnot. I got me a 2 bedroom over here, but we're literally like right across the street from the Danellis Air Force Base out here in North Las Vegas. For those who don't know, my name is Bobby Yeye Jones. I am now officially a YouTube content creator. I am a film producer. I am a film director. I am an author of 2 books. Make sure y'all go check out my books. Bobby A presents Infamous Courts and Bobby A presents Lyrics for My Reality. So y'all go check them books out, man. Make sure you go check out my movie Imperial Dreams. That's streaming on all streaming platforms. You can check it on YouTube. You can check it on Amazon Films, whatever that's called. Any place where they're streaming films, with the exception of Hulu and Netflix. We didn't lose the deal with Netflix. The contract had expired. When they originally released the movie Imperial Dreams about my life that I'm the story consultant on, producer on, and a few other things and whatnot. We had an exclusive deal with Netflix, but the contract expired, and that opened it up for us to be able to pitch that film to Google, Amazon, YouTube, and all other streaming services, with the exception of Hulu and Netflix. But getting back to what I'm saying, I have another movie that my children and I am a part of. It's called Little Measures, but our segment is called Little Measures, but the actual movie is called Year of the Everlasting Storm. Please go check that out as well. Got a few documentaries coming out and all that. But let's get to the nitty gritty, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all aware of the situation between myself and that other dude. And happy belated birthday to you, man. I should have showed my maturity level when dealing with you yesterday, but I kind of understood your mentality, but I wasn't informed about how deep, certain problems in your life was, right? So I'm watching a video where Compton Rick Rock was addressing his brother, and he said, "Yeah, cuz off my crib," and this was some profound shit that Compton Rick Rock told this amazing brother. Happy belated birthday to the amazing brother, man. So Compton Rick Rock, like, yeah, cuz, I was able to benefit off my cripping, and this is how I benefited. I had low riders up and down the street. I had money. I had this, that, and third. You know what I mean? So he's telling how a person benefit off his cripping. I'm like, cuz, that's some heavy shit. I wonder what positive and productive have an individual benefited off their cripping. And I done told you some of my accolades. You can Google me, Bobby A. Jones, and you can see the movies, the films, and other things that I have done, going around the country, doing keynote speaking, motivational speaking, working with the youth, teaching the youth about the 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 side of the streets that we don't typically talk about, because we glorify the beefs, the flocking, the I was in the pen with the homie whoopty whoop and we did this and we did that. We glorify all the negative things, right? But we don't tell them what comes, what's the consequences, what adds up, and what leads to those, years incarceration and death, funerals, and have to go put in work and all that. So let me get back to the point, man. So I get while I'm watching a video with Compton Rick Rock is asking, like, how you benefited off your cripping? I done told you how I benefit off my cripping, being a part of music videos, bringing jobs to my community, having them to employ my homies. No, you're not bringing those security details over here, because I got homies that can secure this environment. Who know this environment better than we do? Who's connected with the community like we are. So instead of you bringing your security, we gonna take that money. How much is the budget? Okay, for sure. Well, I'm gonna hire 5 of my homies. Okay, you need background extras. You know what I mean? This is kind of like a hostile environment, man, and we don't want to bring no outsiders over here. And we may, you know, the individuals in the community may mistake them for other people. So what we gonna do? We gonna hire the extras from our community. So that's how I done benefited off my crib, and that's how I done did my thing by being a part of the entertainment industry and just giving back to the kids and just, you know, going into ministry, not Christian ministry, but just spreading my testimony. You know what I mean? But I digress. Not playing with no nigga, Mike. But yeah, I digress, right? So as I'm watching the video, one of my player partners from neighborhood called me. You know, what's the dinner there? I'm like, man, what's the dinner there? What's popping? Like, what's popping with my neighborhood nigga? What's up with my east side nigga? You know, cuz get into it. Cuz say, man, that shit with you and ODM Slim. He say, man, that shit funny as a motherfucker, cuz, but that shit need to stop. That shit need to get nipped in the bud for somebody to get hurt. I'm like, cuz, I'm not at this point, cuz, I'm not into mediation, mitigation, and none of that shit, cuz. It is what it is. This nigga done said this and said that. And my neighborhood nigga tell me like, no, Bobby A, you don't know the homie. The homie been going through some things. The homie been going through financial hardships. The homie then took this loss. The homie car be tripping on him. The homie been going through something. So when a homie make that content about you, it wasn't any malice with it, cuz was just making content. Do the homie fancy you? No, he don't fancy you. And I'd have been around a homie when he inquired about you. So for him to say that he ain't never inquired about you on neighborhood, he's a lie. So cuz goes on to tell me like, that the brother ODM Slim, man, he was just, you know, fighting suicide ideations. That he was just battling suicide and all that because life had became so heavy upon him to where he didn't know where to turn, how to turn, or what to do. So now as he's telling me this, man, I'm empathetic, I'm understanding. We all be going through hardships, we all be dealing with stuff and all this type of hoopla. And like I told y'all, man, I'm still getting acclimated into these YouTube streets and whatnot. Like, you feel me? But like my nigga from neighborhood was telling me, like, when Cub made that video about me, he wasn't doing it from a place of malice. He was doing it so that he can get those numbers and those views up so that he can have the money to cover his overhead and all that. And I feel like Cuz was taking Cuz side and he was on his neighborhood shit when he said this, when he was like, that I took it out of hand and I escalated it. Hold on, these jets, Cuz. That I took it out of hand and I escalated it, acclimated into these YouTube streets. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm still learning. I didn't know that a lot of these dudes go at each other's throat, but they neglect to call each other and other inflammatory, disrespectful terms. It's not with malice. It's just me making content right now. You relevant. People's, tuning into your channel. People's know your name. So for me to get my views up and my likes up so that I can get some paper up off of this, I'm going to make a video about you and make it seem like it's kind of inflammatory or that it may be a tinge of beef there, but I'm not knowing all this, like, right? So he sent me a video of brother ODM Slim and all that. I ain't going to even disrespect that brother today, like, oh, Mike. He sent me a video of the dude, and the dude is literally about to cry, man. His internet went out. He talking about how he late on bills and this baby mama asking for money, and he got people in his house that's not contributing and all this and all that, like, right? And that kind of hit me, like. And this is the thing, like, and I did have umbrage with this, right? He was talking about his brothers in his house and his brother don't want to contribute and he want to throw his brother out. Kim folks, that's not something that you put on social media. That's something that you sit down and have a conversation with your brother about and say, listen, man, I'm covering the lion's share of everything. You know, it's on me to provide. It's on me to keep the lights on, the cable on, and doing all this, but I can't do it alone, little bro. How can I help you do better to where you can contribute just a little bit around here? If I cover this and cover this, do you think you can take care of the cable? Or do you think you can take care of the internet? Or do you think you can take care of that? Like, what do we got to do? Like, where do we start at? Oh, I need a job. All right, I'm going to help you do a resume, and I'm going to do your cover letter, and then Monday through Wednesday, we going to submit applications and all that when I come home from work or when I got enough time to do that. You know, shitting on your little brother like that, man, on the internet, that ain't fly. That ain't cool. Family business should not be broadcast and introduced to the internet when y'all can just have a simple conversation. If you can't have a simple conversation to resolve it, then you got to do other things. But those other things that you elect to do or you choose to do, it should not meet the internet. And that's all I'm saying. But, saying what I'm saying is this, man. Happy belated birthday to you, brother. Like my neighborhood partner was telling me, like, the homie got the mind of a teenager. Like, the homie grown as a motherfucker on neighborhood, but he still got the mind of a kid, Bobby A. And the way that you talk, the way that you articulate, it makes certain cats feel insignificant, homie. So a lot of dudes dislike you by the way that you carry yourself, your mannerism, the way that you talk. And then when they do research on you, they find out that your homies really love you and you really from the projects and can't nobody pull up no dirt up on you yet. See, a lot of these cats, they do smear campaigns. And I'm still waiting on my smear campaign. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy that we have arrived at this point to where we got to have these type of discussions and conversations and all that when it should be like this, right? Because I talk about, not in a bad way, not in a negative fashion, right? All these cats that's against WAC 100, they got these fraternities and they got these groups and they got whatever they got, right? And they go against WAC 100. This is the thing, especially those who are doing content, all the content creators who are against WAC 100. What I think they should engage in is group economics. Take a portion of your money that you get from social media and say, listen, cuz, and it's a dude that's on the internet. It's a black brother that's on the internet. He go to everybody hood. He was just in the 11A East Coasters and he was showing a ran down house, right? And he was like, listen, man, the 11A East Coasters can come and get this property. The bank and the community don't want it to be an eyesore, so they'll give it to you for a little bit of nothing, right? He was in the Swans and he did the same thing with another property, right? So I feel like brothers that's anti-whack, take a portion of your money that you're getting from YouTube, put that to the side and start practicing group economics, man. Go get these properties that's in these hoods and whatnot. Put some money in these properties and start flipping these properties off of YouTube. So then it's a purpose behind a person going to be, coming after Bobby A. I can better understand it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? These dudes got some positive things going on. And if it was like that, homie, you wouldn't even got a response back from me because I would have understood. And you got to understand, I'm not a part of these circles to where they throw rocks at each other, but it ain't really that. Like, I'm not accustomed to that. You know what I mean? I'm still getting acclimated into how this YouTube street community work and all that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But I'm not coming on here to renege on anything that I'm saying. I'm coming on here with some compassion and empathy through the brother who just had a birthday yesterday. Buy back the block, 100. We got to buy back the block, homie. Instead of spending all this time on highlighting what whack doing wrong and what whack is doing right, man. No disrespect to whack, but fuck whack. Let's stop focusing on whack, man, and let's focus on things that actually matter. Whack is a multi-millionaire. This dude owns businesses and whatnot, but Cass is on the internet disrespecting whack, going after whack, but you don't have the discipline to try to put your life in order. So now you coming to the internet and you boo-hoo crying and you complaining about the status of your life. Maybe some of you cats, minus the snitching allegations, maybe some of you cats should become more business savvy like WAC 100. I'm not talking about the controversial things that WAC 100 to do and all that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about being more business oriented, being more business savvy about how to start businesses, how to form LLCs, how to go into the community and get these properties that the bank is going to give to individuals for pennies on a dollar. These is all things that's possible. I don't know, man. It's just it's crazy, homie. It's crazy, man. But I don't want to spend too much time on this thing, man. You feel what I'm saying? Everything that I said, man, I'm standing on. But I just want to give a brother a little bit more empathy and compassion because basically, man, I didn't put myself in a battle with wits with an unarmed man. How can I win that type of situation? Even if I win, I still don't win. Because if you Google my name and you look at all my accolades and then you Google other individual names and whatnot, all you probably see is a prison record and a prison report. That's not my reality, Ken, folks. So basically, I'm putting myself in a lose-lose situation. I ain't backing down and I ain't copying no pleas or none of that. What it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. But I'm coming on here to give a different perspective on how we should give brothers more empathy and compassion, especially when they don't have the intelligence or the the intellectual capabilities to resolve conflict and nonsense and all this type of shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But man, I ain't gonna bloviate and all that, man. I'm about to get up off this thing. I'm gonna read some of these comments and I'm gonna jump up off this thing, man. My partner JG say, Bobby, yay. What's the name, my partner? I don't even know how to pronounce this name. Forgive me. Quepeta Plays. Hi, I'm Quepeta Plays. I'm a new follower. Can you tell me? Can I tell you what, Quepeta? Alpha Soul say, shouts out to Auntie Peg from PJ. On the reels, you know yeah, that's the big homegirl, man. Shout out to her, all her kids and all that, or all her grandkids and all that, man. I'm familiar with who Peg is, man. Most definitely. Lil Jojo say, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, King. Keep it a Benji. Hey, that's my partner right there, man. This dude, Keep it a Benji, man. This dude, his intelligence, man, and his outlook on life, man, is just next level, man. Shout out to Keep It a Benji. If y'all haven't subscribed to his page, man, make sure y'all go subscribe to Keep It a Benji. Gigi got the chopper say water gun facts for Shigadell. My player partner Beach Boy 562 say so basically because he's dealing with life situations like everyone else makes it okay to disrespect people and call it content. Hell no. I agree with you, Kim, folks, but this the thing, Beach Boy, cuz everybody don't have our maturation. Everybody doesn't have our maturity level. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And in this YouTube community, bro, it's a little different. And I'm struggling to understand it. You feel what I'm saying? Because for those that know, man, I didn't come after that dude, man. Rich Trapper did some things that, in my opinion, was some treasonous SHIT. That's my opinion. And I guess this is the thing, homie. This is what his homie from Neighborhood said. ODM Slim trying to make it a neighborhood thing. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I guess Rich Trapper has an alliance with the neighborhoods. He's supposed to be a neighborhood. Then I did a video about Hoodie from the Hood. No disrespect to Cuz. I didn't call Cuz out as I didn't call him no B's, no H's, and none of that. I'm just saying, like, why we always take the side of them and they don't take our side that the shoe was on the other foot. So Cuz looking at it like, and Cuz even said it in one of his videos, man, all this nigga do is get views off the homies. What homies? Is you talking about Crip homies or is you talking about neighborhood homies? That's all I'm saying. Like, I never want to make it a my hood against his hood, my card against his card, because that leads to more division. That leads to more potential, violence being perpetrated against one another. Like, I stand on my own. You feel what I'm saying? And this is the thing. He say he was in the projects with some of my homies. I called. He went over there. One of my homies that he mentioned, Cuz don't even know Cuz on Mike. But this the thing, like, cause people want to know, is ODM Slim cool to go into Imperial Courts? Yeah. You can go over there. Whoever your people is, whoever your family is, whoever you socialize with over there, you cool to go over there. But don't go over there trying to pull out your phone and, like, disrespect me, because that's not going to be tolerated, and that can lead to something. And it's not a threat. It's not an ultimatum. Man, you can go to the projects. You can chill on a bull. You can chill on a funny. You can chill on an island. You chill wherever your people is at. Like, that's all gravy. Like, but don't try to go over there and like play no internet games and all this and all that, because that's when it becomes a problem. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you cool to be over there. Like, you good. But if I'm over there, then the dynamics it's kind of different. Like, especially with you saying that you would do this and do that and all this and all that, like, the dynamics is different. Like, but you cool to go over there. So ODM Slim, if he really got people over there and all that, and he got, he connected over there, then, he cool to go over there and move around and do what he do. Like, Keep It a Benji, handshake at Beach Boy. Beach Boy's a real individual, man. Eunice Norris says, what about Wack going at Big U every day? I don't see you saying anything about that. I'm glad you said this. Wack need to leave Big U the fuck alone. Big U and Wack need to leave each other alone. Because when y'all came into this shit, when y'all came into it, when I became familiar with y'all, shit, y'all was best friends. Y'all was like this. Where the division come in at, I don't know. I know Wack said some bullshit that I don't agree with, and I feel like it was some busted shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Since I'm always defending Wack, when Wack made those statements about Nipsey Hussle, homie, I feel like he had went too far. Especially about the videotapes, and I don't want to repeat it, right? But if you know, you know. Especially when he said this about tapes and and Nipsey wasn't a legend. He was this, that, and third. Like, come on, man, let the brother rest in peace. He ain't here to defend himself. You feel what I'm saying? So Wack do a lot of trolling like 50 Cent, homie, but that's a part of his brand. That's to be expected from Wack. Just because Wack do it, that don't mean we got to follow suit and do it as well. At some point in time, somebody has to be bigger, somebody has to be better, and somebody has to see past the antics of Wack. Wack is relevant because we make him relevant. Wack is relevant because we make him relevant. We tune in. We want to know what he say. We want to know about the gossip. We want to hear all the inflammatory statements that he make, and then we come back and we make videos about all the shit that he did, and that only increases his value in these YouTube streets and in that Clubhouse app. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm not defending Wack. If Wack is continuing to troll Big U, Wack, leave that man alone. And that brings me to this, like, right? Because I tried to stay away from this because it's neighborhood business and it's Pyru business. But let's just get into it, man. Is Big U a snitch? I don't know. Is it a possibility? Most definitely. Is Wack 100 a snitch? I don't know. Is it a possibility? Most definitely. See, what these cats got to understand is about, and I should have had my computer on my other phone to read to you what a confidential informant is. I just double back on that, right? A lot of cats is confidential informants, but you will never know, because as a confidential informant, the United States government still allows you to indulge in crime. So this dude can have 100 pounds. He can be dealing weed. He can be, you know what I mean, getting in shootouts where it's no homicide, where it's no unaliving, but they can get in shootouts. They can be pulling out burners, and they can be on the internet or in their respective sets talking loud and disrespecting the police and just living the life of an outlaw. Confidential informant. They're allowed to indulge in crime because it gives them a camouflage. It gives them a camouflage. It's their cloak. When they don't want to indulge in crime no more, being that they already in the police system and being that they already good with the police, they say, man, I want to start a nonprofit organization. So, okay, we're going to connect you with the charitable department of the LAPD, and we're going to help you get your LLC and help you get the 501c3 tax exempt status. We're going to help you start that up. It's a possibility anybody is a confidential informant, homie. Anybody. Especially these cats that's on the internet that's talking about unalivings, that's talking about shootings and this, that, and third. It's a possibility anybody is a confidential informant, homie. And that go from my section to the other section, to the black, to the brown, to the white, all that, homie. But until somebody finds themselves being on a case to where these cats' name is implemented, and then you have your attorney to file that paperwork that forces the DA and forces the courts to reveal the identity of that confidential informant, then we won't know. All we got to go by is our intuition and how dudes stick to the G code. When dudes start breaking the G code, you got to be like, hold on, what type of nigga is this? Like, we don't get down like that. That ain't how we handle BI. So any infraction from some of these cats, homie, it got to be those moments that make you go, and I thought you was real. Because now we live in an era, like I just said last night, to where it's not paperwork. We can't be paperwork driven no more. Because when these dudes is telling in confidence, when these dudes is telling in secrecy, it's no paperwork. Unless you pay that paper to get the identity revealed, because no matter what kind of case you is, right? It's not a crime unless it's a victim. And most of the time it has to be a living man and a living woman. And we have the right to be tried by or judged by our peers. And we also have the right to face any witness, anybody that's witnessing, anybody that has anything to say about your case. You have the right to face that person, but it has to be a living man or a living woman. And if your attorney filed that paperwork, a lot of times the DA want to reduce it to a lesser charge, give you a player deal, because the police is like, no, we ain't revealing the identity of our CI. He giving us too much good information. So the DA and the police start arguing about what they gonna do, how they gonna proceed, and that's when they come with a player deal, tell you, we'll give you probation or something like that. This is the truth, homie. We live in a technological era to where some of the things that we subscribe to and some of the things that we were governed by is obsolete. We can't go off that shit no more. It's different. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna read a few more of these comments and I'm gonna jump up off this thing. Hey, but Eunice Norris, thank you for asking me that question. You know what I mean? Keep it a Benji say, buy the block. We gotta buy the block, homie. And I want to say this, right? We talk about, and I'm gonna be honest, homie. If you get offended and you got a shadow ego or limited amount of comprehension and understanding, that's on you. That's your problem. A lot of the times we gripe and we complain about Hispanic gangs moving into our community and calling it their barrio. If they grandmama, they auntie, they uncle, they brothers, they sisters, they moved into our community and brought up the property. If they own property in that community, then who barrio, who hood it is. If you don't got no real estate in that community, then you ain't a part of that community. You ain't a part of that hood no more. You remember back in the days where they used to say, oh yeah, these gangsters and these gangbangers say that this they hood and this, that, and third, but they don't own one house, they don't own no businesses in the hood that they say is they hood. The Hispanics do. So if we gonna be honest and we gonna be real, then who hood it is? When we talk about the essays and the taggers moving into these black hoods that was historically black and taking over because now they own a property and they're a higher population. Who hood it is? It's not our hood no more. And I'm just keeping it a buck with you because I fuck with you. So we have to take the steps to buy back the block. We have to emulate and replicate and imitate the practices that the Hispanics then came over here with. And what's one of those main practices? Unity, financial literacy. Even if they don't know how to count 1, 2, 3, they know if I need a jacket, I'm gonna go to Carlos. If I need a pair of shoes, I'm gonna go to Javier. If I need a birthday cake, I'm gonna go to Elizabeth. What we're gonna do, we're gonna recycle this Mexican dollar or this Hispanic Chicano dollar. We don't do that. When we want to buy things, we're quick. Just like if you want to buy some jewelry, the first thing you're going to do is go downtown and spend your money either with the Koreans, who don't really like you, with the Hispanics, who just tolerate you, but they really don't like you, or the Middle Easterns, they don't understand you, and they feed off the propaganda that everybody else create about you. So, in essence, they don't really like you. PJ Blow 114 say, stay blessed, Heedy. All the time, Heedy. I appreciate that. Shonda Brown say, hey, Bobby A. Much love to you, Queen. God bless you. Frank Nitty, what's the deal? Hey, man, shout out to you, Frank Nitty. I appreciate you rocking with me for all this time you've been rocking with me, man, on the Renadales. Jay Pretty said, hub and dub, man. A hub and the dub everywhere I go on the reels. Stingy K say, my boy. Stingy K, what's the dinner nail, man? I got to get with you on the Renadales. Touchdown Parlay say, you was right about the race politics, especially being that you did time. They benefit from the policies on us and by clicking up on us. You ain't said nothing wrong about putting black. That's all I don't know if you're a female or a male, but king or queen, that's all I'm saying. When are we going to take the time to put our blackness first? When are we going to take the time to put us first? Like my mentor told me, blacks have a unique ability of assigning value to everything but ourselves. If we stop caring about stunting on each other, fronting on each other, unaliving one another and saying, you know what, homie, we going to keep everything in-house. We don't need a major distribution deal at this point in time. We're going to do everything local. We're going to do everything independent. And we're going to recycle this black dollar, man. All these businesses and all these companies, man, they'll come to our communities and they'll want to create contracts with us. Because now we're not allowing them to dictate, I don't want to say our culture, because our culture. We're not allowing them to be culture vultures and dictate, the trajectory of our culture. It's that movie, Cadillac Records, where the Caucasian dude said, in this business, and forgive me, I'm not quoting him verbatim, just paraphrasing. He told a black dude, Muddy Waters, he said, in this business, I'm going to get really rich and you're going to become really famous. So Muddy Waters, switched spots with him, said, hold on, that don't make no sense. I'm the one writing these songs. I'm the one doing the recording. And that's still how they treat us. Why do we have to give them 60 to 70% of our money just for distribution? And we can learn the distribution deal ourselves. We can cut them out. When we cut them out, there's more millions and billions circulating in our community. Hip hop is supposed to be gold. Excuse me. Hip hop is supposed to be our natural resource like gold in certain parts of Africa. Hip hop was supposed to be our natural resource, like how oil was when the Saudi Arabians found and discovered that they have oil. This is what we're going to eat off of. This is how we're going to sustain ourselves. This is how we're going to improve ourselves off hip hop. But we sold hip hop for individual gain. But let me continue. NFS Joker 36 Roland, man, shout out to the Rollins, man. He say, I'm fucking with you, Loke, no lie. You be speaking about something. We gotta speak about something, because we can't continue to get on here and talk about how the PJs beef with the Great Streets and the neighborhoods beef with the gangsters and this person did. Listen, homie, look at all these fake ass channels that these individuals are creating about individuals we lost in our set, individuals listen, a lot of this shit they be talking about on these fake ass pages, nigga, we ain't even fully healed from losing kin folks and loved ones and all that. That trauma is still with us. And at any given time, homie, a person can drink some, smoke some, sniff some, and be ready to go put in some work because you hurt me by hurting something that I love. But these individuals who are not like us, who are not melanated, carbonated individuals, homie, they scour the internet. They see that we get into it, and this dude saying, yeah, that's why we did that to your homie, and we did this, and then they do some research. They go get the case file. They go get the transcripts, minute orders, and all that. They get that offline, and then they tell our story. But it's stories, homie, that can get somebody hurt. We gotta cut them out. Every hood should have 1 or 3 people designated to tell their story. Who can tell 6-0 story better than a 6-0? Who can tell a PJ story better than a PJ? We don't need these internet clowns and these internet trolls and all that to tell our story, homie, but they benefit. Like the homie from neighborhood just told me last night about ODM Slim. And see, this is the thing. A lot of cats that I done had disagreements with in these YouTube streets, they like to talk about my views, and they like to talk about my subscribers, the subscribers that I got. Oh, you only got 3,000. Your page is stagnant. I'm not on here telling people to give me a cash app. I'm not on here every day. I probably go 3 months without uploading any content. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, this ain't my life, but people try to shame me because I don't got 30,000 views. Like my partner was saying, you got 30,000 views, or you got 30,000 subscribers, but you ain't got 30,000 bands. You trying to shame me for not having 30,000 subscribers and only having 3,000 subscribers, but bro, you running behind on bills. You coming on the internet, you're crying about your brother living with you and not contributing anything to the household. I'm not doing that. I'm cool. See, a lot of people's let these social media followers and clicks and views and all that go to their head to where they think that they're bigger than who they actually are. But you know what life gonna do? Life is always gonna remind you that life be lifing. And this is some real shit. But as brothers, homie, these is the type of situations that we can navigate through. Watch this. Remember all them hundreds I had last night? Still got a few on me. I ripped this one right here. This the rip one? Hold on. I don't know if this the rip one. Hold on. It's either this one or this the rip one. On some ignorant SHIT, feeling like I gotta show this dude like I really get money, but I don't brag and boast about getting money. I don't come over here and, you know what I mean? Like, I don't do that. But when life start life and homie, like, what you got? How are you actually benefiting? How is these YouTube streams, likes, and subscriptions actually, how is it actually affecting your life? This is what I want to do. ODM Slim, happy belated birthday. When we see each other, it's going to be what it's going to be. I don't got to continue to address it, talk about it, and all that, brother. You know what I mean? I know that you got a mental health disorder, man. And I kind of feel bad for giving you a verbal reprimanding, slightly knowing that you're not together all the way up there. Then the homie was telling me that you off crystal methamphetamine, so your judgment, your ability to make sound decisions is furthermore impaired. You feel what I'm saying? Then you got these people in your comments and in your chat, instead of holding you accountable, they hyping you up, and the adrenaline behind that is taking you into a place that you shouldn't even went to. But I don't have a cash app, but how can I get this $100 to you for your birthday? I want to give you $100. You can put it towards the cable. You can put it towards the lights. You can put it towards groceries, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? ODM Slim, reach out to me. And on Eastside PJ Watch Crib, I don't mind sending you $100, bro. Tell me how to get this hun done to you, and I'm going to do that. Now, this is what brothers should be able to do. Instead of financially shaming ODM Slim, right? If ODM Slim pride doesn't allow him to reach out to me to be awarded this Hyundai, this is what I want to do, this community. And I hope that some of ODM Slim followers is in my chat or watching this live right now. Somebody match this. I want to give ODM Slim $100 for his birthday and to go towards any essentials, lights, gas, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? I want to donate $100 to the ODM Slim, get right fund. If it's anybody that'll match me, nothing is too big, nothing is too small. If you got 50 cents, if you got $1, if you got $5, whatever you can contribute, let's get our brother right, homie. Just like the homies that be in a pen and they down bad in there, they ain't got too much of nothing, and we slide the hat around. Man, let's get this brother something for his birthday, man, and a cover, go towards his rent or go towards his lights, gas, internet, or anything. Whatever he chooses to do with it, that's his prerogative. But I got a Hyundai. This is nothing, Kim, folks. I just flashed about 20 or 30 bands on you last night. I'll be a sucker if I can't give my brother $100. There it is there. But let's get back into some of these comments. Marcus42 say, Dallas in the building. What it do, yay? Dallas, man. Shout out to Dallas, man. I was just thinking about moving out there to Dallas, man. But y'all out there, man. Y'all out there doing, man. Y'all doing stuff out there in Dallas, man. Dallas kind of reminded me of L.A., Compton, Watson, all that, man. Man, y'all handling y'all business out there in Dallas, man. I don't know if I want to come out there, player. You know what I mean? But nah, shout out to Dallas, man. The life we chose say, be careful, bro. You are very knowledgeable. With that being said, I know what you're saying, Kim, folks. Because look, the Honorable Malcolm X says this. The Honorable Malcolm X said they will have one of us to get rid of one of us just to say that one of us did it. So I understand, homie. See, our people may not understand or know exactly who I am, right? But those who oppose us, they know. And they'll have a simple-minded NRWGA, NRGGA. They'll have a simple-minded cat like that to do something to me because I'm speaking on the better half. I'm speaking on the behalf of our people. I know what the dynamics are. You know what I mean? I know what comes with this. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when you're a truth teller. But I appreciate that the life we chose. Junior and Yo-Yo Life say, hey, you just need to borrow stuff. I got a dog. Just ask. Thank you. What kind of dog is it? I would love to borrow your dog. What should I do with the dog? Should I feed it, dude? Should I walk the dog to the park? Like, got it. What is you talking about? You know what? I want to be positive. Thank you, Junior and Yo-Yo. I would love to borrow your dog. Beach Boy 562 say 100. That's game. Black folks, listen. Davis Rouse say Stingy K tried to punk. Flacco has nothing to say about. Man, come on. We ain't even on that type of vibe, Kim, folks. We talking about resolutions. We talking about solutions. We ain't trying to highlight the problem. But Flacco may just be a part of the problem. Oh, for Sugar there. All right, my bad. My bad, touchdown parlay. Much love to you, King, on the Rental Nails. RS says 100. Frank Nitty say bars. The visuals say shout out to you, pimpin'. I ain't no pimp, man. I'm a certified mag. But I appreciate that 100. My new partner, Joker 36 Roland says facts. Davis Rouse say the visuals, what's up? Lil Crazy O the Lope, 40s in the building. Man, shout out to my 40s, man, on the Rental Nails. Hey, shout out to my partner, Crazy O from 30s, man, on the reels. I don't know if that's the Crazy O that passed away, but if it is, rest in peace to you, cuz. Love you on the Rental Nails, man. I done had some Some real solid teachable moments from different Crip homies from different Crip sets, different Crip factions and whatnot, man. And just seeing your name, Crazy O the Loke, that kind of reminded me of the homie from 30s, man. Frank Nitty say true. Frank Nitty say Death Row could have been the next. Now we talking, bro. Man, Death Row could have been bigger than life. Well, not actually bigger than life, but it's a figure of speech. Man, Death Row could have been way bigger than Motown, man. It's crazy to see how they. Yeah, we'll get into that another day. The visuals say what's popping. RS says laughing face. RS, it's the social media YouTube SHIT. Yeah, man. We ain't never dealt with this type of monster before. The social media SHIT didn't had a lot of brothers to crash out and then been the demise of a lot of brothers. We ain't never, you can instantly go live and reach 100 people, 200 people, 500 people. And you can be talking what you be talking. You can instantly come on the internet and you can feel like it's some level of veneration because people tap in, they listen to you, they may laugh, they may cry, they may express certain sentiments. But at the end of the day, homie, when you lose your life and you lose your freedom, them peoples go back to living their typical lives, homie. And that just is what it is. How many people you think is actually thinking about Crip Mac right now and actually supporting him while he's incarcerated? It was cool when he was here. When you can entertain us, it's like a hood rat female. As long as the DICK is there, she gonna entertain you. She gonna suck you off real good. She gonna put that good cat on you. May make you some food. May do this and may do that for you. But when you out of sight, out of mind, I gotta. Well, she feel like I gotta move on to the next person, and that's how it is with the social media SHIT, man. AB Wake Your Game Up too says, man, you ain't live, folks. And I appreciate that, Kim, folks. One love. Lil Crazy Older Loke say, no responses, Lil Davis. Joker say, nah, facts, cuz, no lie. That's the way to handle that shit. Shorty McGriff said, tapping in for Minneapolis, Minnesota. Oh, hey, man, man, have me and you talked before, Kim, folks? I love Minneapolis, Minnesota, man. I was out there. I was in Bloomington. I was in Minneapolis. I was in the other city. What is the other city? The Twin City, the opposite or the other side of Minneapolis. I forget what it is. Yeah, man, but I was out there. Many Ha Falls. Got some PUSSY, many Ha Falls and all that. Man, I love Minneapolis, man. On the Rental. Shout out to Minneapolis, man. 100. RS said, don't you use it for, just don't you. I mean, but this is the thing. My partner say, just don't use it for drugs, ODM Slim. But this is the thing, and I learned this as a kid, right? When you give something to somebody, you have to lose all emotional attachment to it. Just like if I give a person a brand new Cadillac and they use the car and they dog it out and then they crash it, I shouldn't be mad. I shouldn't be sad because when we give, we have to release any emotional attachments, any attachment to anything that we're giving to a person. You feel me? So whatever he chooses to use it for, it's all good. I got it for you. All he got to do is just mac in on me. Word is bond. And I want him to be 100. If he mac in with me, and I sent it to him, I want him to be 100. Like, yeah, Bobby A did shoot that C-note to me. You feel what I'm saying? Happy birthday to you, player. It's a blessing to come from where we come from, homie, and be able to be doing this shit for, late 30s, early 40s type shit, homie. See me? We ain't gonna get into that, but yeah. Somebody said he about to get ha. I don't want to ridicule or criticize the brother. I said what I said to Cuz said what he said back, and it's gonna be that. But I don't want to verbally castigate him or put him down and all that, because I had a substance abuse issue once upon a time when I was on that pot of cocaine heavy. It ain't no secret, homie. It's part of my testimony. So everybody, we go through certain parts of life at different times and different phases. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But all we can do is lift him up in prayer and ask God to take that addiction spirit up off of him. Touchdown Parlay say they gonna take it the wrong way. It can be taken like you trolling. Nah, but I ain't trolling him. Like, I'm not no troll. Like, I'm a genuine, authentic brother. All he got to do is just reach out for the C-note, and his C-note would be given unto him. And then you can't say I'm a troll. Trap Zone say WADDAP, WADAP? WADAP? Oh, WADAP from California, LA, Paru, 6 block. Salute, dog. Shout out to the Parus, man. Hub City D say, what's cracking, Lope? Man, super cooling like a deep freezer, trying to stay chilly like a breeze, man. That's it. Black Warrior Spirit say, salute Dabs, blessing. Salute. JG say peace, Bobby. All right, JG, much love. I appreciate you tuning in. Davis Rouse say, at Lil respectfully, don't put a Lil in front of my name. I don't have a sugar daddy. That tells me what I can or can do. Oh, shit. Okay. What up, Bobby A? Peace to the God. Peace to the God. Adrian Washington, much love. Galermo, Barthoni, Tejada, the bipolar chipmunk say anything for $1. Dubs is my hero. Okay, for sure. God bless you. You talking about Puerto Rican crazy o? Yeah, yeah, yeah. The homie with like the brownish hair. Yeah, man, real stocky buff dude from 30s. Little crazy o the low. Yeah, you a clown. Hold on. Yeah, you a clown, little Davis. Oh man, I don't want y'all getting into it in the chats and all that, man. How you gonna talk about uplifting your people, call your people an addict, and in the same breath want to gift him some money? You're a hypocrite. Okay. One thing that I notice about life is a lot of things in life seem to be hypocritical to one another, but yet at different points of life it correlates. That's the yin and the yang. Different but the same. You feel what I'm saying? So you calling me a hypocrite and trying to pass judgment, it's all cool. Maybe sometimes I do come off as being hypocritical, but as you study my moves and as you know, crazy knows the profile family Puerto Rican one, rest in peace. Oh, cuz I was hoping that it wasn't that crazy. I hate that anybody passes away, but I was hoping that it wasn't my partner, man. Rest in peace to Crazy O, cuz. Touchdown Parlay say, yada the mean. If he telling the truth about him being an addict, how is he a hypocrite? Well, let me not call him an addict, because when I was working in the field of substance dependency and all that, I'll say a chronic user or a substance dependency a person who has a substance dependency disorder. So let me get my verbiage right. I apologize on that. And thank you for correcting me on that. St. Paul. On my mama, St. Paul. It's Minneapolis and it's St. Paul. Hey, I appreciate that on the reels. Hey, man, hey, shout out to all my people. Hey, man, listen, homie. Man, they showed me so much love in St. Paul and Minneapolis when they found out that I was a Crip from Watts. Well, they ain't really know Watts. Some of the cats knew Watts. But when I told them I'm a Crip from LA, man, it was mad love, man. They showed me a lot of love out there, man. Shout out to St. Paul's and shout out to Minneapolis, man. Man, hey, listen, homie. I ain't know the Mississippi River went up that far, man. I'm at the Mississippi River, man, having a picnic with this little Kikiti that I used to mess with out there in the Midwest, man. I had a beautiful time out there, man. It was all love out there in St. Paul and Minneapolis, man. I'll be back out there soon. All right. Morocco, shout out to all my Moroccan people. Peace, bro. How old was you when you knew that gangbanging was good for us? Um, Tribalism has always been something that's been with us since the beginning of time. But as far as gang banging, the way that we are currently gang banging and have been gang banging for the past 40 some years, it's not good for us, you know what I mean? And I'll be the first to admit it, you know what I mean? But I never made a decision to be a part of a gang. This is something that I was born into. This is something that I inherited in the same fashion that a person inherits being a Republican or being a Democrat or being a Christian, being a Muslim or whatever your religious backgrounds in, something that we inherit from, just having family members who are into that or having family members that indoctrinate us and spread those teachings with us. You feel what I'm saying? God will 619 say not good for us. Bro, fake yo pro-black. He talk ish, then try to fake be positive. All right. I can respect your opinion, Kim, folks. I can accept constructive criticism quite well. I appreciate that. Kamika Willis says, it seems like you're talking points and it's all good. Then you go right back to the BS talking about black men you don't like. Make it make sense. Queen, you gotta make it make sense. I'm just putting it out there as I live in it and as I experience it. You know, it may seem hypocritical to you. It may seem like it's rooted in some level of hypocrisy, but if you just continue to study and just analyze me, you'll see that everything in life correlates. Everything in life correlates. That's the cycle of life. Just like the black hole consumes life, is the end of life, but yet a wormhole, which is a white hole, bright white light, you feel what I'm saying? It produces life. Everything in life correlates. Even when it seems hypocritical and rooted in hypocrisy, everything correlates. The yin and the yang. You got the black fish, you got the white fish, but they're still part of the same circle. Like, you know what I mean? It's all good. Like I said, Lo, they need to listen to the message. Man, they might as well get it while they can get it, man. But I ain't about to spend too much time on this thing, man. I appreciate y'all macking in on your kin folks. It's all love, man. I'm gone. God bless y'all. One love. Happy holidays to everybody, too.